Welcome to today's reading with Wild Pod Spirit. I'm being called to my Messy Truth deck today. I'm feeling a very empathic soul here who maybe needs a little bit of a calling out because I'm feeling that you are putting others above yourself at the moment. So let's tap into this energy. Look, if it's not for you, if you don't want to feel like, someone's calling you out today, feel free to stop watching. But this is for the right collective. I feel you're ready to hear some hard truths here. So let's tap in. Who's this person that you're putting above yourself, and what's been happening there for this collective, please? Okay, you chose them. So third party. Okay, so you're feeling replaced by someone else. You've put them on a pedestal and they've chosen someone else. Maybe I don't know if this is a friendship or something, that sort of situation, or an actual romantic relationship. Love me, leave me, back and forth feelings, unstable affection. So there was a lot of hot and cold going on. You probably felt very intensely towards this person and really cared about them, but they sort of were a bit hot and cold with you. Like, they would show you affection enough to keep you to stay and enough to make you feel like they did care about you, but then, you'd get the cold shoulder or something would happen where, you felt like they were not choosing you. They were not reciprocating. Block and bless. Okay, boundary, no contact, closure. And I feel this is what you need to do if you haven't already with this person. And this, you could have already, with the collective energy I'm picking up on. You're ready to hear this. So you may well have already naturally put up that boundary and said, you know what, you're not good for me. I'm going to just get on with my life. And that's really powerful and a beautiful thing to be doing, especially with that sort of energy. So you may have already done this, or it's something that you need to do. I'll just get one more. Gaslighting. Yeah. Manipulated, doubting yourself, twisting the truth. And I'm feeling that, like, if you've got a situation where you're needing to doubt yourself, you feel something's off and you're doubting it and you're like, why? I can't explain it. My mind can't comprehend why I feel off with this person, why this situation feels off. And it's that hot and cold energy that you're getting. That is what's telling you, okay, this is not right for you. Because if they were actually genuinely matching your energy, it wouldn't feel hot and cold. It wouldn't feel wrong. And I'm just really seeing this as, like, what I said at the start, like one of those empaths that really just puts others first. You know, in your body, in your soul, this is not right, but you let your mind, because you can't find a logical answer as, well, they did a certain thing, like they haven't done anything to justify you feeling in the way that you do. So you ignore your own feelings instead of trusting yourself, because your body knows, you're a powerful person with, you read energy. Empaths, you read energy, you feel the energy of others around you. You are a powerful, strong, intuitive person. But because you haven't learned yet to trust that intuition, you start doubting yourself. You start, oh, but I can't really, like, put to words why I feel this way, or they didn't do anything that bad. Like, they haven't, maybe you feel that they have chosen someone else, but you're not sure about it, right? Maybe you've got that feeling there's someone else in the picture. That must be why. But I don't have solid proof. I don't have the evidence in front of me. Therefore, I can't trust myself on that, right? It could be something like that for you, where you actually feel that this is what's happening, but you don't have the solid proof. And without the solid proof, you don't trust yourself to act on what you feel you need to do, which is move on with your life, set that boundary. You know what? If I'm not getting equal effort, and I'm going to test, I'm going to see, am I getting any effort? Am I getting equal effort? No? Okay, walk away. walk away. Hot and cold on the bottom. Exactly. I'm just talking about that mixed signals, push-pull dynamic. It's not healthy. You need someone, as an empath, you need someone who understands and actually truly supports you. They don't have to necessarily be, on top of you every second of every day, like, codependent type relationship, but it shouldn't be confusing for you, and it shouldn't be something that your body is warning you against. Okay. So for this collective, I'm really feeling, again, you may have just put in this boundary, you may have done that test, or it could be what you need to do. So I'm going to just carry on as both possibilities here for this reading. But I just want to get some advice for you through tarot. I'm going to get my B tarot today. Hopefully without knocking everything else over. Okay, so I just want to get some advice from Spirit for this collective, please. What advice do you have for this collective? What advice do you have? The Magician. So manifesting your desires. So maybe this is about, taking action towards a goal that you have, or, the right type of relationship. Maybe you're like, you're fed up with this type of dynamic. You're like, I want to manifest the right type of relationship for me, or the right situation that actually aligns with my soul. And what actions can I take to start putting that into place, so that you don't keep attracting this dynamic? And those boundaries can be a really good thing to do, to start that. So we've got 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it's very much about financial instability, family dynamic issues. It can be, so I feel like for advice, you want to focus on long-term goals, long-term financial success, long-term family stability, for example. So again, whether this is like a situation that maybe you're, maybe you're in all aspects of your life putting others above you. Maybe you're always just a yes person and say, oh yes, whatever you need, I'll do whatever you need me to do. And maybe you're getting, passed over for promotion because of that. And instead of realizing that, the people in this work environment, this job, don't value me. They don't see the real me. They don't see my value. I'm going to go somewhere that does see my value. So it's those sorts of things where, like, it can creep into all aspects of your life. So it could be, for this collective, it is something you need to be thinking long-term. Who is long-term compatible with me? Let me find my soul tribe. Let me find friends, community, work, partner, whatever it is that actually truly aligns with my long-term goals. Not just thinking short-term, I just need a new partner or a new job or whatever it is. Let's get one more. Yeah, 10 of Wands in reverse. So we've got basically just starting to put down those burdens, accept help, but from the right people. So I feel for this collective, specifically for this card, 10 of Wands, it's like you feel drained by this energy. It's like a burden. And it could be just as soon as you start interacting with this person, let's say you meet up with someone, a friend from, wherever for a coffee or whatever, you meet up with them and then you spend a bit of time with them and you just feel drained and you're like, what happened? I've only been out for an hour. Why am I exhausted? It's that's your body telling you that energy is not helping you. You need to release some of those energies that feel burdensome to you. So, and it doesn't necessarily mean cutting them out of your life completely. It could just be minimizing contact. So, I'm seeing this specifically for this collective. This could be a family member, for example, that maybe is very, very over the top and feels very draining to you. maybe you need to put in that boundary of, you know what, let's just maybe see each other every few weeks, every couple of months sort of thing, rather than every day or every week. Start minimizing the energy that you need to invest. Cut down the time periods, you know, an hour at a time, 30 minutes at a time. It's like, just keep the connection, but put yourself first. If this is something that is draining you, you need to minimize it, because your energy is valuable. You are valuable. You're not less valuable than everyone else in your life, is what I'm hearing with this. So please, please, please love yourself more than you love others, because you have such a beautiful heart. I can just feel all this love you're pouring into others around you, but you're not surrounding yourself with people who are pouring it back into you, and it can be really draining. I know this is probably really hard to hear, and because, you know, we feel for others. We feel what it's like to maybe be, you know, feel that rejection from others, and you'd never want to put someone in that situation. But like I said, it's not about rejecting them. It's just about protecting your energy and minimizing interactions with those who don't actually uplift your energy. If you don't feel energized by an interaction, it's not right for you. And it's a lesson that you are going to have to learn. But, you know, and it may not be as, you know, as extreme as the block and bless, right? You know, you're putting up a boundary, yes, but you don't have to block them. You don't have to do no contact. You don't have to just, you know, cut them out of your life. Like I said, it's just about balance. I want to just get one more overall for this collective. This is for advice. Queen of Swords, yeah, speak your truth. Be honest with people. You know what? I'm feeling really drained at the moment. I don't have the energy to spare. You know, I really deeply care about you, but I need to be logical about this interaction. I need to take time for myself. Just be honest. Be honest with how you feel. You don't have to lie to people and just cut them out and have those, you know, dishonest relationships with people, because that's also draining. Let them know, you know what, I'm really burdened at the moment. I'm really drained. I just need a break from seeing you for a little bit. Let's catch up in a couple of weeks instead. You know, whatever it is, be honest. Be honest with how you're feeling. Be honest with how your body is feeling, and you're telling you to be like. There's nothing wrong with that. And if they love you, if they truly love you, family, friends, whatever it is, if they truly love you and care about you in the way that you care about them, they will understand, and they will not resent you for that. You have to understand, like, if you start aligning the people in your life who genuinely care the same way that you do about them, you are going to find, you might be surprised that they actually say, you know what, that's really good. You know what, I've been feeling the same too. You know, maybe you'll be surprised. So, you know, don't hold back. I'm also just wanting to see, I want to see for this collective how the universe is seeing you at the moment. So I want to get a picture how the universe is seeing your energy at the moment. How are you shining? How is this collective shining at the moment? So 4 of Wands in reverse can be about group disharmony, separation, but really also can be sometimes about just celebrating on your own. And it could be that you're maybe isolating yourself too much because these connections are so draining to you. I want one more for that. 4 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Swords. Yeah, so you're feeling trapped in a dynamic that is really not working for you. So with the 8 of Swords is very much about that feeling trapped, but it is all in your mind. I'm just going to move these across so we've got a bit more space for this part. So again, with like this disconnect from community. Like there's something here that you're feeling. Again, it's like you're trapped in a dynamic that's so draining to you that you can't put in the right kind of effort into the right kinds of connections, is what I'm feeling. And so it may just be about looking at, at your life in general, right? Who do I have in my life that, and how do I feel when I'm around them? Who do I have that uplifts me and gives me energy? And who do I have that really makes me feel drained and burnt out? And so really adjusting that. I'll get a couple more just for your energy at the moment. Okay. Okay. So 6 of Wands in reverse. It can be, again, I felt that sort of isolating yourself, but there's a lot of self-doubt here. So it's like you're still, yeah, and again, with the gaslighting card, I'm just looking back at this one as well, doubting yourself. You've got that doubt in maybe your own abilities, maybe your whatever situation, because you're not aligning yourself to people who see your worth, and you're not aligning to people who genuinely put in the same effort that you put into them. So, and paired with here, we've got the 7 of Wands upright, which is about resilience, determination, perseverance, really pushing through, right? And I feel that you're almost pushing through the pain and the feelings you're having. Your body is telling you this is not right for me. You're pushing through that rather than pushing through the feeling of, you know what, I am strong enough to put up boundaries. I am strong enough to put myself first. It's like that's really what I'm feeling here is you just need to start putting in those boundaries for yourself and trusting in your body, trusting in yourself. Don't feel trapped in a dynamic that's not aligning to you. You have the choice. You always have the choice. And again, do it with honesty. Do it with, you know what, let's just minimize. We need to minimize contact for this for a little bit. I just need a break. I need to cut back. I need to focus on other parts of my life. I need to, whatever it is, I need to focus on what I want. Manifesting your goals. It's okay. It is okay to put yourself first. Key message here for this collective: put yourself first. It is okay. It is not a bad thing. All right, I want to get a message card. I think I want to get a shadow work card for you. But I think we've sort of touched on a lot of that already. Let's have a look. What does this collective need to work on? Envy. Lack, comparison, resentment. Okay, so here with this card, I'm being drawn back to this 10 of Pentacles, and we were talking about that situation where maybe you've had a job, and again, like I talked about here in this part, if you are like this with a relationship, there's every chance you're like this with friendships, family, and work. And if there is something that maybe, let's say you got passed up for a job promotion or something like that. Someone else got chosen above you because you just put everyone else above your own needs and you don't represent yourself well. Maybe you feel a bit like you can't tell people your true values. You can't really express that self-love, self-appreciation, and you don't sell yourself. And because of that inability to really recognize and love yourself more than others, you actually do have a little bit of that envy inside you. Like, oh, they're getting this, why can't I? And it's all about that self-love, self-appreciation. All that love that you pour into others, you need to pour that into yourself first, is what my key message here I feel for this collective is. Don't feel envious of others. Put yourself out there, like as if you were your best friend. Talk up about yourself. You are worthy. Just one more. Escape from stillness. Okay. Distractions, inner turmoil, avoidance. Okay. So I'm hearing with this, this could be something that maybe you tend to have a habit of distracting yourself from hard situations. Like you get burnt out easily and you just, maybe you binge Netflix, or you do something to really just escape from reality. And unfortunately, if that is a behavior that you have in yourself and a trait that you need to heal from, what the universe tends to do is actually shows you this in other people. So it could be that this hot and cold relationship that you've been in is a reflection of this avoidance in you. And the universe is trying to show you, hey, you have this trait in you. Don't just sit there and avoid it. Don't be in your hermit mode, and don't just, avoid action and taking care of yourself. That to the point where you just, you get burnt out. You hold this envy and resentment for others, and it's not intentional. As I said, you're so compassionate, you're so loving, caring. You don't need to feel envious of anyone else. You are a rare person. You're a rare gift to humanity. But you do need to pour into your own cup first, is what I'm hearing very, very strongly for this reading. I just want one of these repair growth cards, and we'll close off this reading for you. Passion ignited, desire. Okay. Live with passion by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy. So this could be a hobby, or this could be whatever it is, your business, whatever it is, work, something that brings you joy and actually sparks up your life. You'll actually find that energizes you. It shouldn't burn you out. Something you enjoy. When you choose to make room for this in your life, universe responds by creating opportunities that support your soul's purpose and passion. So again, maybe this is your sign to not only for hobbies and things that maybe distract you from, other aspects of your life, but really for your work. Maybe you should be really looking for, what this job that I'm in, that I'm getting passed over for promotion for, really isn't my passion. Maybe I need to go and find whatever that passion is. And then, because you're shining in your authenticity, you're shining in, your passion, you're getting energized by it, you're really showing your best self. And then others will see it too. If you start to pour into your cup, your own cup, do what is passionate for you, do what feels right for you in the moment, and then you will see that coming through in all aspects of your life. Really, it could be, again, just putting up those boundaries with people. That's a lesson that you need to learn in all aspects of your life. And you will find, once you start healing those parts of yourself that are avoiding, that are distracting, that are comparing to others, you'll actually find, you know what, I'm actually an amazing person. Look at all I have to give to the world. And you will start attracting people who do see that too. All right. You are amazing. Lots of love.